We charged $1,590 to paint this front stucco, 8 shutters, and a garage door, which took us only 4 hours with 2 painters to complete. And if you want to know exactly how much money we made profit, then watch the video all the way to the end. Now, this job didn't go as planned, but more on that later. Anyways, people ask me all the time what is the best paint to use on stucco. And I have to say that I've been using the Loxone XP from Sherwin-Williams for the past 4 years, and I love the thing. It has great coverage as you see, it's thick like Rihanna, helps with mildew, and lasts a very long time. What else can you ask for? Oh, and if it rains 30 minutes after you paint it, don't worry, it won't just wash off. So not even Mother Nature can get on your nerves. As you see here, we're painting the stucco the same original color it had, so we only quoted the client for 1 coat of Loxone paint. But for the shutters and garage door, we applied 2 coats of exterior super paint satin since they were really faded. And you may be asking, Jorge, why didn't you spray the stucco? Well, because in this particular scenario, it just didn't make sense. Since we would have to cover the soffit and fascia because it wasn't getting painted, cover the brick where the stucco met, and be really careful with overspray. So for less than 60 feet of wall, just not worth it in my opinion. And when I spray stucco, I still like to back roll it to really get into the pores of the concrete. And this is true stucco. So it just didn't make sense to spray it, so we rather rolled it. Plus, if you account for the sprayer setup time and cleaning time, just not worth it at all. Alright, and before you say anything about why we didn't fill the holes on the shutters, it's because the client didn't want them filled. He wanted the character of the wood to come through. So as you see, we just filled the screw holes themselves, and that's about it. And something I strongly believe in is to never go against what the client wants, not even if you think it's absurd, since it can backfire later on you. Because people have different tastes, and if you persuade them the route you think is right, or what you like, and they end up hating the outcome, guess whose fault it is? Yeah, yours. So if the client wants a stucco painted purple or pink, guess what? I don't care. As long as they're happy with the paint job, the rest is up to them. We're here to please the customer and fulfill their needs. That's why when customers ask me all the time what color should they paint their home, I'm like, sir, ma'am, honestly, it's just preference and what you like. I can say you the most popular colors we're using now, but it's up to you to pick out the color you like for your home. And make sure when they do, you have it in writing. Anyways, just wanted to help you out there, since experience is the best teacher, but all the things I learned came the hard way. So hopefully you learn from me and not the hard knocks of life. When painting this garage door, we also decided to roll instead of spraying it because it took less than 5 minutes to cut in and roll. And if you're curious to know how we landed this job, it was through our Facebook ad strategy where we generate over $500,000 a year in gross revenue from Facebook alone. So if you're interested in the strategy, then check out the first link in my bio. The easiest method we found when painting garage doors with a brush and a roller is to cut in the bottom part of the door, then roll it, leaving about 2 inches from the weather seal, and then open the door instantly to cut in the 3 weather stripping sides from the inside. I find it to work better this way and covers the entire door. And all of the tools and equipment I use will be listed with the second link in my bio right down below. So that way you can order it from Amazon, from brushes, rollers, drop cloths, everything we pretty much use. And like mentioned before, I sold this job directly through a Facebook ad that I was running without even going out to the house. Because for jobs like this that I've done hundreds of times, I can give the client a price over the phone as long as they send me pictures. And since his wife loved the Facebook ad itself, she was already sold on it. So I didn't have to do much selling. Alright, let's run some quick numbers and let you know exactly how much we made. So we charged the customer $1,590. We spent $245 in paint. We used 3 gallons of Loxone XP for the stucco, bought a gallon of primer to prime the slab and painted the shutter color, and bought 2 gallons of super paint in the dark gray color. Also spent about $15 in tape and plastic to cover the windows and light fixtures. Spent about $344 in labor for 2 of my guys, leaving a total gross profit of $986. Not bad for a 4-hour painting job. And like I said in the beginning of the video that this job didn't go as planned, well, it was because the client wanted a quote to epoxy finish his garage floor, which I quoted him at $1,500, and also wants to paint the full inside of his house in the beginning of January for $12,590 to paint walls and trim around the house. What may have seemed like a small job in the beginning turned into a lifetime customer and over $14,000 in upsell for the upcoming winter months. That's why I always preach my students and the business owners I train that there's no such thing as too small of a job. We've done $190 front door painting jobs that turn into full exterior project for over $7,000. So start leaving money on the table, and if you make a little bit of profit for a job, then go ahead and do it. Secure the customer for life and get referrals later. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, but I recommend you to watch this one next, where we made $1,300 in just one day. And like always, God bless you.